Yo, those brows are all over the place.
My brows?
Your
brows.
yo, they're like screaming at me. There we go.
Cause the same game we all worship and all fighting. We're rising, it's all worth it. Brothers and sisters, together staying strong. Within this boot is where we all belong. Different colour, same game we all worship.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. We're back with some transfer news because there's so many updates in Serie A. So many players that we didn't think were going to be making moves in January are making moves. And the two guys we're going to be talking about today, Mike, are who?
PIATEK and Gonzalo Higuain.
Higuain, like the worst 6-month period, I think, for him that I've ever seen for him as a player. He has looked tired. He has looked annoyed. He hasn't looked motivated at AC Milan. And it comes to an end, joining from Juventus on a €9 million loan for just 6 months. He's on his way to Chelsea to meet Maurizio Sarri, who he had his best season under as a player, scoring 36 goals. Sarri's been pushing for this move since the summertime, but Chelsea, as we know, with Antonio Conte, they never gave him the signings they want, but it seems like they are going to splash the cash. They're getting him on, again, a €9 million loan until the end of the season. But the only difference is Juve didn't want to do this because they said, let's just leave him at Milan. Chelsea have agreed to an obligation to another 12-month loan if Higuain hits a certain amount of appearances and goals. So he could be there for 18 months, and then they would have the option to buy him. What do you think about Higuain to Chelsea? You think he will do well? Because so many Chelsea fans have already asked us what our thoughts are on this move.
Before I talk about his move to Chelsea, I just want to talk about his move from Milan. I feel like he's been very frustrated, like we talked about off camera, because he was more forced onto Milan than anything. Because Juve kind of gave him the boo when Ronaldo came and stuff. Whenever he missed the chances or whenever he didn't get the specific service, he looked mad. We saw him a lot lose his temper and stuff.
He's an emotional striker.
He's very emotional, and I hope he regains his form under Maurizio Sarri, who he had the best season under. Will he do good in the Premier League? I feel like it's going to be a little slow for him in the beginning. We all know he's a world-class striker. He knows how to score, and he's going to be under Maurizio Sarri again. So I feel like he's going to be scoring those goals.
I think Higuain's style, he's proved it in La Liga. He's proved it in Serie A, which is one of the hardest leagues to score in.
Exactly.
That when he has service, he can finish the ball. I don't agree with you. I don't think he's a world-class striker, and I think he's proved why he's not a world-class striker.
Well,
but I do think he's a very, very good striker
who
guarantees you goals. And I think that his service at Chelsea will be a lot better than his service at Milan, which I do think will help him. But will he adapt to the Premier League? Can he? I think so, because we didn't think that Maurizio Sarri would as quickly. And if Sarri thinks that Higuain can, then I'm all for the move. But let's talk about who's going to be replacing him at AC Milan. There were talks about Morata, who's on his way to Atletico Madrid. There were talks about Batshuayi, but it seems like the likely name, and just a few minutes ago, Sky Italia said that it's almost done. PIATEK from Genoa, a guy that we talked about last summer, the Polish international, 23, 24 years old. He took Italy by storm. His first match in Italy was Coppa Italia match, Genoa against Lecce. He scored 4 goals. I remember editing this video up, showing the goals, and everyone was like, guys, you're overhyping him, guys, you're overhyping him. He says that his idol is Lewandowski, obviously, but since then, in his first season in Serie A, 13 goals in the first 6 months, just behind Cristiano Ronaldo, which is absolutely incredible for your first year, for playing at a team like Genoa, which does produce great strikers.
The hardest league to score in.
Hard league to score in, and not even speaking the language. He hit the radars of all the top teams, but it seems like Milan is going to be the one to sign him. The deal is likely, now this is what the reports are saying, it keeps changing, a €9 to €10 million loan until the end of the season with an obligation to buy at €40 million. Now, Mike, the question is twofold. Number one, is risking $50 million a lot on a striker who's only proved it for 6 months? Or can he be the striker that Milan haven't been able to found, because since Zlatan left, Milan have not had a great number 9.
I'm having a lot of doubts, to be honest. I do feel like Genoa are getting the better end of the stick here. They had him for 6 months. They got him for $5 million, and they could be selling him for close to $50 million. So they're getting a good amount of change in the pocket. I'm gonna say the unpopular vote. I don't think he's gonna be the striker that everyone wants. I feel like he might be a flop. It kills me to say it, but I don't know. He might be getting more service at Milan and stuff. But that could be the factor that could help him out. But I don't know. I have a bad gut feeling about him. I don't know why.
So my opinion is this. Piontek, the thing that I love in a striker for me, I love a striker who is selfish. I love a striker who's hungry to score. And many times this season, Piontek has shown that he is a poacher. Even sometimes he steals the ball from his teammate to score the goal. There was one time his Genoa teammate had the ball and he's like, yo, you're not gonna score. He pushed him off and he took a shot and he scores. And I like that hunger and that instinct to fight and be hungry to get it. Kind of like Cutrone. So I think that that will be a factor for Milan, and that's a factor that makes me confident that he can replicate. Having said that, playing at the San Siro, wearing what could be the number 9 at AC Milan, playing in a position that hasn't had great success in previous years for Milan, and knowing that he costs a lot of money, and the AC Milan fans are going to be ruthless.
All the pressure
if he doesn't score in the first 4 games, I think are all difficult. On the plus side, he's 23, 24 years old. You know, there's room for some error, not like Higuain. But I think that the only thing that makes me more nervous about this deal is I feel like Milan's past signings, they can't get something right. It's like every year they sign a player, even Higuain, I was hyping him up. I said he's going to do great. And for some reason, he's not able to succeed. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the environment. I don't know if it was maybe the previous owners. I'm just trying to be real. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty confident, but then I see on the opposite side, I have that doubt, which is he really the right move? But my prediction, I'll go against you, and I think that Piontek is going to be the real deal for Milan.
I want to agree with you. I'm just
and
saying
I hope
the truth.
he is, because he's got all the makings: big, strong, hungry, ferocious, and half proven, because the first season, it's not a joke to be just 1 goal behind Cristiano Ronaldo.
And it's not a little money either.
And it's not. But guys, we need to hear from you. Number 1, Higuain to Chelsea. What do you think about that? Can he regain that form under Sarri? He's definitely going to do better than Morata. Number 2, Milan fans, what do you think about Piontek? Are you happy with him? Are you not? And also, his name is pronounced Piontek. For everybody who doesn't know, we went through this before, and then he had to clarify, saying it's not Piatek, it's Piontek. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ragazzi.
Ciao, guys.